Well, hello there. In our Life Writers membership, we study a published memoir every 4 months. We go behind the story to examine what devices the author's using and how those particular writing devices, how they're working to make an impact on the story. One thing I get asked all the time is, can't we read a happy memoir for a change? My response is usually the same. If you want to read a happy memoir, you better write it yourself because there are not many happy memoirs on the market. But today I'm going to tell you about one. Hi, my name is Patricia Chapointier, and welcome to episode 14 of the Life Writers vlog, where you can find inspiration and useful tips to help you write your life story. Now, I really did read recently what I would categorize as a happy memoir. There's no tragedy, abuse, drug addiction, or any of the things most memoirs include. This one is called About My Mother: True Stories of a Horse-Crazed Daughter and Her Baseball-Obsessed Mother. And it's written by Peggy Rowe. It's well written, it's entertaining, it's funny, it's touching. Peggy Rowe is the mother of Mike Rowe. You may be familiar with him from television. He's a host on the Discovery Channel series Dirty Jobs, where Rowe goes out and does all these strange, messy, gross jobs with people who do them day in and day out. It's hard to believe for me, in the context of knowing him in Dirty Jobs, to grasp that he was a professional opera singer. Just a side note, but I thought that was really interesting. Anyway, Peggy forced her son to publish her first book. She could not get it published traditionally. She got rejection after rejection after rejection, saying nobody wanted to read about people they didn't know doing ordinary things they normally did. So she made Rowe publish it for her. It was later picked up by a publisher and went on to become a national bestseller. Now, get this, Rowe was 80 years old when she published About My Mother. 80 years old. It proves it is never too late. It also shows how she faced a lot of rejection getting to that first book being published. I really like the advice she gives to other people who would like to be published authors. I watched her on the Today Show, where she and her son Mike came on. She answered that question about what does she tell others who want to become writers. This is what she said: I encourage them to keep writing. Write every day, but do your homework too. I encourage them to keep writing. Write every day, but do your homework too. She said she took classes, she joined writing support groups, she went to conferences, she did everything within her power to improve her writing skills. About his mother, Mike Rowe says she wrote every day for 60 years. And she still does. She writes for the love of the craft, not solely to get published. That was something that he said about her, and she confirmed that she writes because she loves to write. She went on to write 2 more bestsellers after About My Mother. There are quite a few things we can learn from Peggy Rowe. The most important one, I think, is to love writing for the sake of writing, not strictly with the goal of being published. It's nothing wrong to desire that, but we have to have a reason larger than just being published in order to write. Also, what she shows us is never give up on your writing dreams. It's never too late to be what she's been called an overnight success at 80 years old. Know too that readers are interested in well-written, happy memoirs about ordinary people. This, I highly agree with her. Get help Get whatever help you need to be the best writer you can be. Attend classes, workshops, conferences, writers' groups. It's probably no surprise that I really agree with her advice. Do whatever it is that you can to be a better writer. I encourage you to check out Life Writers, where you will receive weekly writing instruction and be a part of a vibrant writing community that provides encouragement and support and accountability. So, what happy memoirs have you read in your reading life? Share some of the names with us below in the comments so we can check them out as well. For now, remember, the only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. The only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. Whether you're writing happy, sad, or anything in between, if you're writing, you're doing it right. Until next week, happy writing, everybody.
If you enjoyed this week's episode, you will love our Life Writers membership. Whether you don't know where to start writing your life stories, have started and stopped many times, or have been writing but want to receive feedback to make your stories better, the Life Writers membership is where you need to be. We have a Get Started roadmap, an extensive library of instructional videos, live events via Zoom, and a supportive and active community. If you want to take the stories that live in your heart and mind and put them onto the page, check out Life Writers at lifewriters.us.